Oh God, you know I can't see. Oh God, you know I can't see. Oh my God, what is that feedback? Okay, so maybe four. Hey guys, I got to turn something off. That feedback is killing me. There you go. I'm late. I'm late. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'm still trying to get this thing going. Hi, Lamel. Where is? Hey, Lamel. Hey guys, give me 1 second. There I go. If y'all new to my little page, y'all already know I'm not a YouTuber. I just throw stuff up every now and again. What's up, y'all? I shouldn't have did that. Never mind. It just oh yeah. I had to turn. I had two. I don't know. It was crazy. Anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm so sorry. Everything was sitting up here good for a whole goddamn hour. Okay, y'all shouldn't hear the noise no more, right? Let me know. Let me know. Y'all can't hear the noise no more, I don't think. Because I was trying to watch it on YouTube and do the StreamYard thing at the same time. Hey, Brooklyn, what's up? What I want to know is who watched the documentary? Because that's why I went up tonight. Okay, USS J Dub. Milwaukee, salute. Now I'm gonna be pulling these off and on so I can see what y'all saying because I can't see nothing. It's crazy. I'm so blind. It don't make no sense. But yeah, I want to answer some questions for those, and then I'll tell you guys how I felt about the documentary and what was going through my mind when the director first sent me the trailer. Even though a lot of the information I knew already, it still brought back a lot of it's just woke me back up again to what was going on. Yeah, let me see who here. Terrence. Hi, Terrence. I didn't yet, but I'm gonna check it out. Okay, I watched it twice. Mount Vernon, what's up? Hey, Ladell. It's Butter Baby. Okay, good, 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 good. Hey, Jess, Blaze. Thank y'all. I appreciate all y'all. I really, really do. Okay, after right, I forgot football is on. I can't interfere with a man's football game. Oh yeah, my nails ain't even done. I've been trying to take them off. They've been on since early December. It's ridiculous. But anyway, y'all know me. Listen, I'm gonna give it to y'all straight. I ain't with the faking and the trying to be all this. I can't do that. I gotta be as real as possible with y'all, and that's just me. So forgive me whether my hair ain't done. No, I'm gonna try to make sure that's done. But nails and all that stuff. But yeah, I ain't got time for all that. Oh, thank you, Grab. Thank you. I appreciate the fact that you watched it, but I'm gonna be honest. When I first got the trailer, there was a part on the documentary where the little boy says he's screaming and hollering and he's saying, "Please don't take my mother." Now I didn't see the video, but in the trailer we hear his voice. So when I heard when the director and them sent us the trailer telling us it was about to come out, and that was the trailer that they was gonna put up, that broke my heart. Like real talk, like it really broke my heart when I heard that little boy's voice, and then when I saw the video, I saw him on there. And you know, a lot of us was definitely complicit in the destruction, but to be honest with you, you know, and I'm not taking myself out of it or anyone else, but it was like the greatest setup of all time. That crack and the way the government, because the government brought the drugs in, the way they just set everything up and brought it in here to, and I guess their purpose was to destroy the black community, you know, but that little boy, he tugged at my heart, man. He tugged at my heart. What's up, Sun Moon Stars? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, Pittsburgh. Hey, Pittsburgh. Taya, Max. Yeah, man, that thing tugged at my heart. And like I said, we was all set up. It was like the greatest setup ever. You had the users that was set up. And then also you had the dealers. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, for our community who's was always underprivileged when it came to resources, you know, and I can't blame nobody who did what they had to do to take care of their families. Me, of course, somebody who didn't need all that, but those of us probably like me, you know, people who really didn't have to do it, or, you know, maybe it's like anything extra is good, you know, of course we capitalize off of it because we thinking like, my thing is this, that thing wasn't like crack or heroin or nothing like that. Yeah, yeah, Simone. What's up, Bird? Yes, Simone. Crack was clearly chemical warfare of our people. Yes. Hi, T. Oh, my baby daddy is on here, y'all. Hey, Ace. My baby daddy on here. So, you know, my thing is, I grew up seeing dope fiends, heroin addicts, and I'm gonna be honest with you, where I came up around. What's up, Big Smoke? The heroin addicts, they stayed fly. They had their jewelry on, gnawing out. They never sold their stuff. Definitely. And they be out there like that, pushing their baby carriage, clean, smelling good. That crack, ooh, that crack was different. That came through and swept our neighborhoods like something we've never seen before. And of course, that was like, it started around 1982, 83. I think Harlem, from where I'm from, around 85, 86. That's when it really started getting here. And I seen some stuff where I'm looking like, okay, it's just another drug. Drugs are bad, but never thought in a million years that from then up until 2020, you be in 2021 now, I'm seeing people still affected from it. It devastated us, man. It really did. Hey, Torrance. We was on the front lines in the Florida Keys a year before it went nationwide. Oh, Big Smoke, I got a question. When I look at you and other OGs, Unique, Alpo, etc., y'all all look very good for your age. How come none of the kingpins got hooked on crack themselves? But let me tell you something. I've seen kingpins or everybody in the kingpin, but I've seen dealers get hooked because that crack was different. It was a different type of high. And everybody probably thought it was just something like coke. People used to put coke in their weed or cigarettes. I think they used to call them woolers. Nobody expected that that crack will do what it did. So I did see a lot of people get hooked. But see, Unique, he liked to smoke weed. You got people like Albert who never drank or smoke. So it was easy for some of us not to get hooked because we never did any of those things. We never had those vices, you know, in the first place. So yeah. Yeah, it killed a lot of good people. Thank you, Quincy. Yeah, it killed a lot of good people. Destroyed families, just destroyed households. Um, that scene that I saw where the young lady had a baby and she didn't even remember giving birth. Hey, twin, how much money I seen at one time? I don't know. I can't really say, to be honest with you. I wasn't sitting in a house where there was like what movie was that? Remember on Bad Boys when you went up to the basement, the rat, it was so much money, the rats was eating it up and stuff like that. Like, but at one time, I'm not really sure. I mean, my daughter father and I think they were like, I would say they were the ones who, once I got, around them, probably had the most because they were the plug. I mean, you can't have more than a plug, if that makes sense. Did I see it or no? But it was out there. It was there. You know what I mean? I wasn't sitting in the house and money was piled up. You know what I'm saying? Or nothing like that. Yeah. Salute, Mike. What's worse, Trump or Reagan on black people? Oh, it was definitely Reagan because Reagan is the one that signed that bill. Reagan was definitely, Trump is just, I mean, Trump, let me tell you something. Trump don't discriminate, black or white. He's just a big baby who, he's very immature. And there has to be some disconnect, which I watched, it's called The Trump Dynasty. It's 2 parts. And it's him, his father, and he models a guy named Ray Cohen. If y'all can look up that Trump Dynasty, I can't remember. I seen it a couple of weeks ago. And I'm like, everything that he does, this guy Ray Cohen used to do. He was like the lawyer for their family. Trump father effed him up big time. Effed him up. His father effed him up. His behavior, the way that he thinks, and the way that he models that guy Ray Cohen, he's just a messed up individual. And there has to be something ain't right up there. Something is not right because he's definitely a narcissist. He can't do no wrong. And if you go against him, it's like, yeah, of course, it was Reagan, though. Reagan, for sure. Reagan and his wife were the devil. But let me tell you something, um, that whole Reagan and Nancy, you got Nancy over here saying, just say no. That whole campaign went global. But then you got her husband that's aware of what's going on and the drugs being brought into the company. And then you want to give these damn near death sentences to first offenders, women who were victims of drugs. I mean, they had drugs in them when they had their baby, but you're literally locking these women up. They were, what's the word I'm looking for? They weren't felons. They gave, these women were felons. That's what they did. That was the charge of felony because you took a drug, gave it to your baby, gave birth. These people needed help. Yeah, and Nancy Reagan, maybe she was just naive because you can't just say no. What about when you get on it? What happens to the treatment? And they were not really educated on treatment at the time. And, maybe that's in their defense, but it was just ridiculous. Yeah. She knew too, Miss T, white women are instrumental in white supremacy. They're not innocent. You might be right. Exactly. Reagan was just as vicious towards the black community as, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Felita. Happy New Year, love. Um, I had made a video, but I didn't put it up with this whole Joe Biden thing. And let me tell you something. And listen, we cool, y'all. We can agree to disagree. I understand Joe Biden's take somewhat on a 1994 bill. I do. Because you had a point where it was crazy out here in these streets. It was crazy. We was killing up everything, killing up each other. It was terrible. It was terrible. We could be mad about it because you just can't want to give these sentences to young men without letting them at some point have a chance in life to do better, knowing that the government bought the drugs here in the first place. But when we running around killing each other, it was called the violent crime, the violent something, but that word sticks with me, violent. Until people was killing people like crazy, that bill probably would have never, surfaced. But the shootings, it was ridiculous. I understand it. But he regrets it. He said it. There were other ways that they could have handled that and not put black men in jail like that. But then you had clergy, you had mayors, you had a large portion of the black community from churches all over the place saying that we got to save our kids, and they were on board with that bill. If you don't know, you can definitely read about it, because I did. And I kind of understand. We allowed something to come into our community, and then we ended up hurting each other because of it. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? It was just a sad situation. David, you got shot in 94. Streets was tough. Yeah. Yeah, that was it too. It was two of them, I think. The book, Roni, a Violence Against Women Act, and it was something else, the Violent Crime Bill, something. I got it on my phone. But yeah, because I mean, the way things was going, I'd have been like, listen, I don't want one of these fools to run up on me, and like my mother, she worked. My mother had no idea about the street life and what was going on, and I would have killed somebody who run up on her back in the days doing a little craziness, because everybody was going crazy in the street. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understood the bill in a sense. It's like a catch-22. It's like, I don't know. It's like we were born to fail from the beginning, although we were kings and queens and they took everything from us. You know what I'm saying? So it's just sad. But when you know better, you do better. That's the most important thing. Black preachers, politicians, so of course they'll back anything white supremacy says. Greetings. Hi, Sir Anthony. It didn't notify me when you were live. I just was, oh, okay, Jimmy. Glad you're here. Was Mace really banned from New York? I won't say he was banned from New York, but I mean, he left for a good reason. You can't stick around when you know somebody about to, going for your neck. And that's just what it is. I mean, I don't blame him for leaving. It's silly to stick around, especially if you ain't about that life. So that's what that's about. Do you think they should have talked apart the different parts of New York City, like Brooklyn or Harlem, who had drug wars, etc.? I think it was more about just the drug period, and I don't think it just encompassed Harlem. It was wherever any black, like Freeway Ricky Ross was on it. It had LA on it. It just wherever the urban community was at, and that drug was pushed into it. I think that's the most important part of information that they wanted to get out. You know, we in the process because of treason in our community. I don't want to start nothing, but a particular group has a history of betraying their own, and that predates slavery. Well, we black folks, we do have and that's another thing. Hey, T Stamps. No, and that's another thing I want us to stop. We got to stop hating on it. Like, okay, I do my little YouTube things. I'm going to talk to y'all. And I got a lot of people who some of you, if y'all new to my page, you're welcome or whatever. I got people that, they might not agree with a lot of the things that I say, the things that I do, even the people that I'm around, and I'm okay with that. But talking crazy on here, trying to come at me, listen, baby, I'm tough. I don't want nobody to think that they're going to waste their time coming at me and it's going to do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know my story, I done had so much happen to me and I'm still here. I'm not going to let words, hurt me. But the thing is, if you can't come over here and have because I can have a dialogue with you guys and we can disagree all day. But as long as it's a healthy dialogue is always healthy. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely just wanted to get that out there. Twin, it's a damn shame. I need to keep these glasses on. What was your favorite club in Harlem in the 80s and 90s? The Mirage, the Mirage, the Mirage. And then when Club 2G started, when Unique had it in 92, 93. But the Mirage was hot. There's certain places I just stuck to. A lot of places I didn't go because Brooklyn. I'm gonna punch y'all in the face. A lot of places I ain't go. Listen, Brooklyn, y'all was acting crazy. But I love the Mirage, where Puffy had his parties, Biggie. A lot went on. My folks had parties in the Mirage. The Mirage was banging. Where else did I go? Fort Palladium. I think Palladium was on 14th Street. Yeah, and whoever had a party in the hood, we always went. Hey, A-Dub. You know what? I never went to I never went to Bentley's, and I don't think I ever went to Latin Quarters, Michael. I don't certain places I just chilled. I was on the block, you know. But then certain parties, you go we get our stuff cut. Cause I liked a lot of stuff custom made. Cause I've always been one not wanting to look like everybody else. Or I used to shop at Patricia Fields back in the days. Dope. Like that's where Mary Lou, Kim, Foxy, all of them about. Patricia Fields had a lot of odd looking stuff. And I liked dressing odd because I knew nobody was gonna have it on. I think I got some old pictures up. I'm gonna do a slideshow of all the old stuff. I wish I had more pictures, but I don't, of a lot of stuff that I used to get custom made. But I got a lot of my stuff custom made by my girl Lori, my guy Antoine, and I used to buy some from Patricia Field. She was dope in the village. Yeah. But did you ever use to visit the pink houses in New York? The pink houses is in Brooklyn, right? I just told you I ain't go to Brooklyn. Yeah, Ace. You know what, Ace? I don't think I ever been to the garage. The garage was pumping. I used to always hear stories about it. That's my baby daddy, y'all. That's King Mario in the chats. But yeah, Ace and Fritz owned the club called the Garage, and I don't think I ever went there. But I heard it was pumping in Harlem, and that was like blocks away from me. But certain places I just kind of stayed away from. Yeah. I was poor when I lived in New York. I couldn't get go to a lot of clubs. Man, if you ask my mama, she'd be like, "Oh, what? We ain't had no money. We was poor." But I ain't feel it. I mean, we had everything, but them Southern women, we ain't got nothing. What did the street teach you about life, man? It taught me that I had to be hard. I mean, I am so thankful for my experiences. I mean, good or bad. I'm thankful. I am definitely thankful, good or bad, because it taught me a lot. Sometimes I could be a little too hard, you know. Somebody, I ain't gonna say who, we was in some place over there. And somebody was like, T, you ain't been a lady since the 80s. Everybody in the restaurant fell out. I am a lady, but I'm hard too. I don't know. The streets made me that way. But I love being soft and pink. I love being a lady. I love being a woman. I love all that. But the streets definitely teach you that you got to be hard. You got to be hard. You got to be hard. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't know. It's a gift and a curse. Unapologetically be one. Did you know LA? I didn't know LA. No, I'm from 134th and 8th King, but no, I didn't know LA. And LA, you know, maybe somebody will tell his story one day. But LA, from what I heard from reliable source, LA had money. Now, if y'all want to talk about who had money, he's somebody who had money. I think his father had that stuff or whatever. But from allegedly, let me say that. But yeah, thank you, Lamel. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Thank you, love. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. LA, I didn't know him, but I heard a lot of good things about that brother. And yeah. Yep. Yeah. The streets was no joke. You right about that, Philip. I mean, I ain't got listen, no argument here. Andre, which actress could play you in a movie? Now listen, y'all. I'm working, god damn it. I'm working. Now this is supposed to be about the crack documentary, but I appreciate all the questions. Um I like Kiki Wyatt as a young me. My producer was like, yo, you got to get Tiana Taylor because she from Harlem. Probably not to play me, but just to be in it. I don't know. I love Kiki Palmer because she just got that sassy thing about her. You know, I got a whole list of black male actors that I would want. And do y'all remember Mad Max from Shotters? Paul Campbell. You know, because one thing we won't have is fake Jamaicans. If my father has to be portrayed in it, I don't do that fake Jamaican. None of that. If I'm gonna have somebody play my father, we're gonna find a real Jamaican. But I see Paul Campbell, who played in Shotters. He was Mod Mox. He he's still around. I like him as that. But I don't know. Tasha from Power can play you. LA and Fritz was real close. He only okay, this is from my daughter, baby daddy. He said LA and Fritz was real close. He only started messing with Rich after the situation with LA. So there y'all go. See, it's a lot of stuff that if I don't know, I ain't gonna talk about it. My daughter's father, Ace, was there. You know, he was Fritz's partner, so he know a lot. So okay, there you go. See, I didn't know that. You know, I try to stay with what I know. You will not find me. I'm not one of those YouTubers that go looking for people information and they talking about everybody else because they ain't got nothing going on or what. I don't know. But I try to stay with what I know. And if I don't know it, I'm gonna be honest about it. You ain't gonna catch me up here lying. Yeah, but what I do want to say, I'm gonna go back to the crack documentary real quick. I want us. Me too. I'm from 134th Avon. I was there in 1980. Hey King. But yeah, you know, Letitia. Okay, Letitia, because I don't want you to think I'm lying, baby. I don't want you to think I'm lying. Let me go to my little notes. Hold on, y'all. Is he in here? Oh my God, he not in here. But anyway, you're right. Delroy Linden. I had him as a part when I had the meeting with my producer. Delroy Linden he was on my list before Paul Campbell. You know, in my head because I like him. He in stature, he just got that, you know, yeah. But what I want from us is, hey Brian Glaze, that's my guy, Glaze Gibbs. You know, if once we know better, and you look at this documentary, don't get me wrong, y'all. I can't tell nobody what to do or how to get their money, and I do understand that if God forgive me, but I mean, it's real. A lot of people have to use that and do their little 1 2 1 2 to get started, or that's what they feel that they have to do to get started and get their little chippers together and move forward. But I will say, if that's what you have to do and you feel like that is your only resource of getting money, get out. Get out. That's all I'm gonna say. The risk is not worth the reward today. The risk is not worth the reward today. You know, I'm like, let me ask Ace. Ace know back then money was coming out the cracks of the build. I mean, money was coming from everywhere, but yet we were still destroying our community. So I'm just hoping that and don't be afraid to reach out to somebody that you see doing good. Like that's enough. We got to stop hating on each other. If you see somebody, let me tell you something about me. No ain't never killed me. Those 2 letters, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? If I ask somebody something, they was like, no, I see they acting real shady. I don't want to tell them. Okay, that's gonna make me search just a little harder because I'm gonna show them I can find out what that's all about. And we should extend our hands to one another to help each other. Everybody want to stun on each other. That be bugging me out. Like we gotta stop. A lot of y'all out here driving cars that y'all can't afford. Y'all buying stuff that you can't afford. You using money that can be used for something else. Like that car note. You know what you could be using with that car note? Some of y'all paying $600-700 car note. I mean, and that might include the insurance or maybe not. That's a private school tuition per month for your kid. I'm just saying. We gotta want more and better for our kids rather than stunting for the streets because we care about what home you want to see us driving in and wearing. Can we talk? Like real talk. Can we talk? Because I don't get it. That's us. That's us. Um, wait, but what did I do? I hope I ain't do nothing wrong. Did I do that? Did I put you in time? I don't know what I'm doing, baby Lamel. I thought I wanted to just tag your thing. I don't know, but I can still see you. Okay, let me see. Okay, Ace just told me that him and Fritz was about to stop hustling in 1991 because they was good, money was right. Then all the BS started. I do know, I think y'all was going to start getting into real estate. You know, it's always right when somebody's ready to stop and leave the game alone, something happens. So that's what happened with my daughter's father and Fritz. He said 91 was going to be their year. Ace got locked up in 91 and Fritz died in 91. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Yeah. But Miss T, you ever been to Jersey Shore? Love Jersey Shore. You kidding me? I love Jersey Shore and I like Pleasant Point. So yeah. Now you asking me what part. Now I don't know all that. Okay, somebody Cole says, I don't know if I even want to like entertain you right now. Like, this ain't the platform for all that. Twin get into real estate. That where the yeah, that's what Ace said. Real estate is where the money is at. Yeah. And Chuck was killed in 91. Yo, 91 was not a good year for us. 91 was not a good year for us. It really wasn't. My world was coming down on me. Coming down on me. Ooh, oh, shoot. Ace, I made a big mistake just now. Oh, wait a minute. I made a big mistake. I just blocked my daughter's father because I wanted to block this fool. How do I unblock him? That's crazy, y'all. I'm new to this. I mean, not really new to this, but yeah, I made a mistake and blocked him. Hey, D Wade. Um, yeah. Too many internet gangsters running around talking about rats. Exactly. Like, if you want to know, somebody asked me just now, I mean, if you want to know how he doing, he's out here in these streets. Don't come on here with the craziness. For real. Yo, I made a mistake and blocked you. I was trying to block some fool that was, just wanted to be entertained, and I don't know how to unblock you now. Hold on, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah. Oh, settings. Maybe it's in here. But yeah. But yeah, my point is, y'all, you gotta do better. We gotta do better as a community because when one person does something, it just makes us all look bad. And I want better for my people. Real talk. I've always did. I don't hate on nobody. I don't care how much money you get in. Oh, somebody said click on your name. She gives you the option to unblock him. Okay. I'ma try. I can't even find his name. Ace, what's all that noise? Oh, here go Ace, y'all. That's Ace chilling in Barbados. Oh God, but yeah. Oh, Lamel, I blocked you for 5 minutes. What is going on? Oh God, y'all forgive me. But I'm a civilian now. I couldn't care less about who told on who. Exactly. Me too. Lamel Princess, peace, Ace. Me too. And thank you, Kareem. And that's the thing. We out here. Okay, I used to live in Dunbar Projects. Okay, Lamel. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the crazy thing. Is like we too worried about what's going on, what everybody else is doing. And I'm like, why? If it ain't bringing you no money or nothing like that, it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I can't be out here worrying about nobody else. I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's our problem. You know what I'm saying? When you know better, you do better. But then some of us know better, but we still want to do the ignorant ish. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we already had one thing to destroy us. Okay. That was an epidemic, the drugs. And then we get fooled by materialistic things, and it's not benefiting us in no way. Ain't no way in hell I'm paying $500 or $600 a month when that money could be used for something else. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that, for the most part, do your research, look up on real estate, stocks, bonds, this, that, and the third. Like, I don't care about a car. I live through my daughter's eyes right now. She like the Benzes and all that stuff, and I lived through her. I made sure she had a great education, went to college, did her 4 years, been out 7 now, own her own home. She's living her life. I live through her eyes now because that's what we supposed. Some of us still out there with our kids competing. I ain't never seen nothing like that. It's us, my black and brown people. I just want y'all to get it together. I love my people, but D Wade, hey, you need mods to block all the trolls. Yeah, I do. I'll get all that one of these days. Yeah, social media can be a drug. Now COVID is killing us and we are worrying about dumb ish. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I don't get. Miss T, what happened to Stan Van ran with AZ? He been got killed. They found around that same time they found him on the roof dead. So Stan, God bless his soul. He's still gone. He's still gone. Yeah. Yeah. How real was Harlem portrayed in New York, in New Jack City? I wouldn't say it was. It. I mean, it was portrayed well. That crack was serious. Like the Carter, that how they had that. It. Yeah. I mean, that crack messed us up. It messed the community up. That's all I can say. What you think, Ace? New Jack City.
Professional aspect. Even though some areas was like that, but they still had a lot of violence mixed in. They just cleaned it up a little. They just cleaned it up a little bit with the violence. That's all.
Right. And that's and
the way the operation was going, that was going down with a lot of places like that.
Yeah, like he said, as far as New Jack City, how they was operating everything, it was like, I'm gonna tell you this: when Ace got locked up, a Spanish dude reached out to me, and no, I didn't know Haitian Jack, and that I met him up on St. Nicholas Avenue, and he said, "Listen, I don't know if you remember the green-eyed dude from the East Side, Ace. You remember him? He had green eyes."
Man, it's been like 30 years.
Oh, I didn't want you to say his name. So the dude, Spanish, met me uptown, and he said, "Listen, Miss T," he was a connect. He said, "I'm gonna rock with you." He said, "Because I seen Ace do something on the east side that I've never seen in my life." He said, "There's no way in hell that," he said, "Ace had a cheese line so goddamn long, it ain't make no sense." He said, "I've never seen anything like that." And he said, he was like, "Yo, where's the cops? Like, how are they able to do this?" But he ended up disappearing. He was from, I'm gonna tell you what his name is when I get off of here. And it was so crazy. Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Roski Productions. Thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. Thank you. Salute. Yeah, so yeah, that New Jack City definitely portrayed it well. And of course, I think the crack documentary was very, very informative because we can't take the blame for somebody who plans to destroy us in the first place. And it worked. It worked. It did exactly what they wanted it to do. You know, we got to stop falling for the okie doke. We really do. We got to stop falling for the okie doke. And the okie doke, what's included in there is these cars, these bags y'all women are buying. Y'all want to buy $1,000 bags and got $2 in the bag. Excuse me. I'm confused. I'm just saying. And I ain't throwing no shade on nobody. But I be damned if I be running to go get a bag and I ain't even got no money to put in it. That's crazy. That money could be used for something else constructive. This is what I'm saying. We always, I don't know why we feel like we gotta look a certain way or present a certain way, and we hurting. Pockets is hurting. Bills is back are backed up. I just don't understand it. We got to do better. I don't know, y'all. I want y'all to do better. Hey, Miss T, I love your videos. Thank you, Mr. Union. Can you show me how to start writing books? I'm doing a consultant thing. I'm waiting. I'm putting it on my website where you can book time with me, and I could, I think it's like a half an hour and then an hour. So I'm waiting for my guy to get all that together. But yeah, because I talk so much and I give so much information, and they was like, even my lawyer was like, you got to stop. Your time is precious, blah, blah, blah. But you know why I always gave people my time? Because not even my time. I always gave people free information because I'm still learning a lot. And I always felt like I don't want to block nobody's blessing. I don't want to block my blessing by blocking somebody else's blessing by not telling them. But they said, T, you're not doing that. You have a legitimate company. I had a consultant. I was doing consulting on my last website. And in 5 years, I ain't charged nobody a dime. So he was like, T, you got to stop doing that. So just so people can understand, I ain't out here greedy for money. I mean, my book been out 5 years. I've been consulting for 5 years and ain't charged nobody zero. I charged them $0. So that's why that is. Miss T, did you know anyone on Hunt? Not Hunt 35th, but Hunt 43rd in Hamilton Place. Yes, I did. Hamilton Place. Yep, Philip, too much spending on stupid stuff. Somebody else. Good evening, Miss T. How are you? When you got shot, how come Ace didn't lay them dudes down? Ace was locked up. Ace was locked up. I got shot in 1994. Ace was locked up in 1991. Yeah. You right, Miss T. We spend money we don't got to impress people we don't like or on ish we don't need. You right. People who don't like us, who could care less if we got it, but you want to stun on them. There's so many ways you could stun on somebody, but not by spending money that you don't have. And even if you don't have it, do you need it? Were you cool with Von Zip and was he as long? Yeah, me and Zip was cool. Did you know Black Just? Let me tell you something. About 2 weeks before Black Just got killed, I was on the phone with him because him and a friend of mine was real cool. And I think he was supposed to do something for the person, but he got killed. And yeah, me and Zip was real cool. I used to hang with Zip when I was like I would say like 17, 18. He was dealing with somebody that I knew. And I always just have fun with him because he liked to drink, talk ish, and laugh. That's what I do like. I did like about him. It was just always fun, talking crazy, yeah. Did you ever hide through Philly or serve anybody from? No, I never went through Philly. Baltimore, though. How long did it take you to heal from your shots? I got out the hospital rather quickly. I spent 7 days because they didn't want my lungs to collapse. And because my lung got hit. So they was like, you have to get up and move, do the breathing, breathe through that exercise thing with the ball in it. Y'all seen that before. So I got out quickly, and I think I would say I healed quickly physically, but mentally, it still stays with me. When I got robbed and when I got shot affects me mentally still today. So I go through stuff, Yeah. Are you familiar with ARC Addicts? Yes, my best friend Mike works there on Park Avenue. If you know Mike Davis, yes, he's been working there for years and years and years. Yeah, I've been through a lot, but my God is good, Oh yeah, Zip introduced me to Mike Tyson. Yeah, my girlfriend lived in Vegas, and Zip was out there one day and was like, yo, y'all come to Mike's house. Had the chef there cooking and all this stuff. That's the first time I saw on the first floor, you got the half bathroom. The first time, and I fell in love with black a black sink. This was in the 90s. Black sink, black tub with gold awnings. It was beautiful. He had a piano in the living room or whatever. It was nice. He had a beautiful house. Yeah. But my grandpa is the founder. Oh, I know someone passed away not too long ago. I don't know if that was your grandfather, but rest his soul. Somebody said that Ace really dressed casual back in the day, and was he the George Jefferson of the ghetto? Ace dressed crazy, yes. And you know what? Boop always say that Jermaine was like, "Yo, TF with T messing with the dude with the shag in the back." Y'all know Ace is Caribbean, so that. So yeah, he dressed. You would not have thought him or Fritz was anybody. Put it like that. I see my guy Philando. You would get on with a football game on when I got $60 on this game. I'm sorry, Philando. Everybody, I didn't even know a game was on tonight. Yeah, but yeah, you would never think that Ace and Fritz were who they were and was doing what they was doing, and that's how you got to be sometimes. It's okay to be incognito. It's okay to have a whole bunch of money and not look like it. And you know who I study? I study Bill Gates. Not a lot of things that he do, but just the way they move. William Buffett. You got billionaires, billionaires, billionaires who live simple lives. But then we in the projects. I don't live in the projects. I'm just saying, I'm pointing to the projects down the block. I'm at my mom's house. You in the projects living ghetto fabulous with all this craziness. See, y'all got to take a page out of a book of those who got it, study how they got their money, study how they spend their money, and study how they use that money to get more money. That's who I look at. Those are the people that I want to model when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I don't care if she driving an Aston Martin. Miss T don't care about none of that. It's cute. How much that note is. Like, it's stuff like that. Like, I just try to grow up in here, y'all. That's all. Was AZ from the Caribbean? No. Are you coming back to Baltimore? I'm not really sure. I fell asleep. I don't know if I have a reason to come to Baltimore. I'm not sure. In the movie Paid in Full, was Richie Porter, Ace, and Alpo really like that? You mean AZ? You had Richard, AZ, and Alpo, and they all were who they say they were. I think they portrayed them in a good way, in a sense. I mean, not good way. They portrayed them, I think, how they were in a sense, because AZ was definitely low key. Albert is very rambunctious, and he's still like that today. Love to laugh, have fun, and just whoever he is. Rich had that swag. He liked to. I don't think they swagged him out enough, to be honest with you, in Paid in Full. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, he had the cars and stuff. So yeah, I think they were portrayed exactly kind of how they were in a sense. Demetrius Davis, nah, I was, but people stop liking you for whatever reason, and I'm cool with that. Ask Ace, do he remember G-Man from 112th Street? Ace, you remember G-Man? Yeah, he said yes, Torrance. Spending all of our money on material BS because priorities are not in order. That's why we don't experience generational wealth as others. Yes. Listen, I got my girlfriend. She about to start this credit thing, and it's official. She's studying from like she's under the guidance of a millionaire, and she's studying, and she's about to start her stuff. I'll put y'all on to it when she get everything up and running. My books are snitching. I'm gonna put it in here. Oops. Thank you, Letitia Brown. Okay, what did I do? Y'all know I ain't even, this ain't, okay, did Harlem Heron is Snitching. Those are my books. I don't know if he'll do an interview. He got some other stuff going on. No. So, everybody trying to get get their foot in the door. So I get it. I pinned something up here. I don't even know. Y'all know I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Your perception of Brooklyn. Back in the days, man, Brooklyn was like another country for us uptown. We was like, we don't want no parts of Brooklyn. Brooklyn tried to take my chain. I'm gonna F y'all up, Brooklyn. F y'all up. Could I get Guy Fisher? I mean, I wish I could, but I think he's doing some other things himself. Listen, I get it. Everybody trying to, do their thing. Mario Diaz, what is the topic of discussion? The topic of discussion was the crack documentary that I'm in on Netflix. Did you see it? Mario Diaz? And right now it kind of like turned into a Q&A, which I'm cool. But it's also about our black and brown people. Diaz, you're brown, just doing better. Doing better. Yeah, it probably would be, Tanisha. It would be. I don't know. Maybe one day I get him. Yeah, shout out to Guy Fisher. He did his time, and yeah, check out the crack documentary. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. So yeah, Miss T, are you still into real estate? Do you invest? I am in the real estate investment. I'm starting to get into it now. I am. Peace elevation. Yeah. Yes, sir, Anthony. I'm learning a lot from, I said, my friend. She's teaching me a lot too, but she's probably going to fly here one day from Atlanta to do something big. And then whoever can't get there, I told her we'll set it up so she could do a virtual. And it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, it's about building wealth. It's really good. Now, I wouldn't put y'all onto no schemes and scams because I don't do all that. I would probably have more money if I was into it, but I ain't got time for that. I did my bad stuff. Would you say crack did some good, Miss T? No. It did make millionaires. Yeah, it did. But at what cost, though? At what cost, though? Come on. At what cost, though? At what cost? Are you marketing your books to people who are incarcerated? Yeah. My books is all through the prisons. All through the prisons. Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody should get a real estate license. It's passive income. Hey, Miss T, if you was to live your life again, would you be in the streets? Questions from Sean from Barbados. This is somebody from Barbados, Ace. I would have stayed. Where you at, New Sean, in Barbados? Where? Now, let me tell y'all something. When I got with this guy, I was in college trying to be a nurse. Then this guy had this money. And I just dropped out of school. Oh, man. But guess what, y'all? I'm not even thinking. I kind of already started I think I want to go back and become an RN like I started to do many years ago. It's a lot of things that he said St. Michael. He said, what's up? So yeah, and it's another thing. It's never too late to do whatever it is that you want to do. I'm 51. And
I'm in St. John.
Oh, he's in St. John. So I'm 51, and it's never too late. I want to go. I was encouraged by one of my aunts who's 54, and she got her nursing degree. So she's an RN. I'll actually have my BS in because I already have a bachelor's degree. So they was like, you could come and knock six semesters out and do it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. At least have that under my belt while I'm working on TV stuff and this, that, and third. I think it's good to have that under my belt. So, my legacy and my, whenever I leave, all my accomplishments that I started at once upon a time, I can complete. So, that's me. That's me. I was in nursing school and dropped out when I met my husband who was hustling, shaking my head. Well, girl, let's go back, Tanisha. Let's go back. Yes, Lamel, I'm 51. Oh my God, he said where he's at is called Crime Parish now. It must be a lot of crime there.
You talking about St. John? It's called Crime Parish.
Oh, St. John. Oh wait, somebody said something. That's what's up, Miss T. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. Positive thoughts and determination will get you through. It sure will, baby. Listen. Hey, Daddy Joe. Yeah. When you on here, you should have a link on your books. Well, right there. It's up there now. She's Miss T. Oh God. You know what? That's why I need my glasses on. I be doing stuff all wrong. Okay, we're gonna have to change that. But my website is She's Miss T. She'sMissT.com. You see, I done did that all wrong, y'all. Y'all see, y'all ain't helping me out. Y'all gotta help a sister out. Y'all see, I spelled that wrong. Y'all ain't said a word. But let me put it in the thing. It's She'sMissT.com. There you go. Damn, 51. Yeah, man. You know, all that I'm glad I don't look like what I've been through. That's for damn sure.
Some real gangsters coming from St. John.
Yeah. Oh, you can see it?
Yeah, I see his message, yeah.
Oh, you could see it, but you just can't comment because I blocked you by mistake, huh? Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. Anyway, drugs changed lives in Barbados too during the 80s. Somebody, how many joints Fritz was really getting? Huh, Ace? How much joints was Fritz really getting?
Anyway, between 3 to 500 every 2 weeks.
Ooh, 3 to 500 kilos every 2 weeks. Yikes. 300 to 500 kilos every 2 weeks. Yep, that's your answer. Yeah, y'all, but yeah. Anyway, drugs was about making money for us. Yeah, it was, but look what happened. We still have people that's affected by it. What is this, 30 something years later? And that's the sad part. But you know, like I said, if you know better, do better. It's never too late to do something positive. And if you are not doing something because there's a lack of education there, like illiteracy, I think I made this video maybe 2 years ago talking about illiteracy. Let me tell y'all something. I have a pet peeve when I see people who have children who are illiterate. It's up to you to fix that. That baby gonna go to school soon. I was a parent, you know. One thing I will say, I didn't let her daddy's situation or my situation affect her education or how she was going to learn. Before she was born, I already knew what kind of school she was going to go to. You know, if she was 5 years old, I was buying her 7-year-old workbooks. So how are you going to do that if you're illiterate? That's a pet peeve of mine, one of them. So if you know, women, you having babies by somebody who's illiterate, you just looking at the money aspect. But come on now, we got to get this together. I'm just saying. Oh, she had been passed away. No. I don't know. Somebody asked about Richard's mother. I don't know.
She passed away.
Yeah, she passed away now. I know Hood TV. I tried to do that, but I messed up. But I put it in the link. It's Straight Talk with Miss T. Oh, maybe I'll do it now. All right, that's my website, y'all. There we go. She's misst.com. All right. All right. It's been an hour and it's been a pleasure. It's been, oh, thank you. Somebody gave me $5. I don't care if it's 5 cents. Thank you. I appreciate everything. And with an OG Bobby Johnson, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Maine was a big Tupac fan. Oh my goodness. Yeah, up for debate. How you doing? Yes, Maine was a big Tupac fan. That boy worked my nerves. You would thought I, oh, he worked my nerves like a child work of mama nerves. But yeah, God bless his soul. And you know everything, my books and everything, unfortunately, came. I mean, it's a fortunate and an unfortunate situation that, you know, all of this is because of my brother Maine, to be honest with you. To be honest with you. Yeah. But yeah. Hey, up for debate. Ozone. Ozone, listen, that's my guy. You know, I don't have nothing bad to say about the guy. He has his opinion on his website. And he does a very good job at it. And you know, we have to go on these things and be able, I mean, his page is called Up for Debate, so that's self-explanatory. But you know, when we on these platforms, you know, it's okay to agree to disagree and have great dialogue. That's all it's about for me. Great dialogue, pushing out good information and helpful information. um I mean, I think that's all I'm going to give you. I'm, you know, and then I inform you of certain things or whatever. But yeah, I ain't here for like the BS. You know, if I can help. Okay, she was in a video years ago. I don't remember what video. No, that was not his mother. That was his sister. That was his sister, not his mother, David. They talking about Evelyn.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one of his older sisters. That, yeah. Chuck Bourne. That sounds familiar. I don't know a Chuck Bourne. I don't know. We know a Chuck Bourne. That sounds familiar. Chuck Bourne. Yeah, me either. I don't know. But anyway, I'm out. Ace, say bye to the people.
Have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of the night. Travel safely tomorrow on your way to work.
Right. He said y'all drive safely on your way to work. Y'all have a good night. And this is another thing I want to. Yeah. I gotta get Ace up so we can do our video. But this is another thing I want to say to my black people. It's okay when you have kids by somebody, y'all can still have a good, loving relationship. Even if you're in other relationships, do not allow another partner to dictate how you are going to co-parent or deal with that parent. I know I've been jumping around, but I don't care. I mean, as far as subject.
Homeboy want to know if I was from church. Dude, tell him I'm from 4 Roads, St. John.
You from where?
4 Roads, St. John.
4 Roads, St. John. He said he can still see y'all in there. But that's another thing with my black people. We got to keep the black families together. And then you got to work together and get that money together. Even if y'all just end up as friends, y'all can still work together. Ugh, that's it. But anyway, love y'all. Hold on, let me make sure I answer everything. I'm going to try. Chuck Bourne ran with Rich for a second. Oh, that Chuck. I heard about him. I don't know him. One of the best channels on YouTube. Yeah, Up for Debaters. Yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, maybe we could talk about that another time. The black love and black relationships. We're going to do that in depth. Peace, Sir Anthony. Yes. Thank y'all so much for always tuning in and having my back. And yeah, if you didn't check out the documentary, check it out. It's riveting. Even to me, someone who kind of knew, but you know, seeing it again, you know, it definitely it tugged at my heart. And you know, I definitely have redeemed myself in many ways. A lot of things y'all don't know about me that I'm saving as an element of surprise. You know, I was talking to my producer about that when I do my movie or whatever. But y'all will see that. But you know, when I say, if you look at my channel, I go to the jails and speak. You know, I do my part. I do my part. I've been doing my part. You know, I've always been a good person, always been a giver. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, we did what we did because of what was put in front of us, and we fell for the bait. That's all I can say. We fell for it. So yeah, money up, kid. That was no. We gonna talk about your tractor trailer business too. Yes, Philando, we gonna do that too one day. Hello, Mr. So,
peace and blessings to everyone that shout me out.
Ace said peace and blessings, y'all. Yeah. Hood TV said salute, Ace. Yeah. Right back at you. Thanks so much, Miss T. Salute from Mount Vernon. Thanks, Mount Vernon. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you so much. And we're gonna do it again. Peace, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.